The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Washington defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Faking the give, Darnold. Thomas brings it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A first down throw, Darnold. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. The Eagles hit 2-7 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Darnold. That's to his running back, Gainwell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, Guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
That's complete right around the 8. Only able to gain a couple there, and now it's 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Powell.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Throw right side complete to Dotson.
He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give up the middle to Gibson.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibson.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here's Howell.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Now Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Howell down to throw it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now he'll look to throw it.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders 7, Eagles 0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Darnold from the gun. A quick throw, but incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Powell out of the shotgun.
This to McLaurin out on the left side.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Third and 4. Faking the handoff. Howell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Let's go now.
Gibson again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Back to throw, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Howell from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And Howell will throw it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing here, Howell. That escapes the sack, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Touchdown, Washington. Cole Turner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that The fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they'll change things up. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Looking to throw. Complete. It's Dodson. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A gain of 7. And the Commanders' first down.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. They're going to look to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This pass hauled in by Dodson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Touchdown! Slayton, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On first down, Darnold. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for play.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. This is 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Second and 4. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates from 4 yards out. And the Commanders use the short field to get in for 6.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Faking the give, Darnold. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. It's complete to Brown, right side. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 28 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And here's a give to Gibson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. 2nd and 6. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson from 6 yards away. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really strict.
And Donald going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A give to Gibson running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Darnold now to throw. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Darnold. And Thomas has it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second down and 3. Play action. It's Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense They still want to get a few shots in. The front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And Washington will have it on a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff for Gibson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they take a knee.
Let's go.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Washington, it's an